I didn't hear them coming. That's what scared me the most. No engines, no rumble, no vibration through the asphalt. Just the sudden realization that I was no longer riding alone. I glanced at my mirrors, expecting headlights, but there were none. When I looked ahead, my stomach dropped. A line of motorcycles was moving across the desert highway in front of me, perfectly spaced, perfectly steady, completely silent. And then I noticed something impossible. None of them had headlights on. Riders have long told stories about phantom lights in the desert, but this was different. This wasn't a single shadow. This wasn't a reflection. This was a convoy, organized, intentional, riding as if they still belonged to the road. The highway where it happens cuts through open desert, far from towns, far from cell towers, far from help. During the day, it's forgettable. At night, it feels exposed, like the darkness has nowhere to hide and nowhere to go. The first known account came from a delivery rider named Aaron Pike, a man who logged more miles in a year than most riders do in a lifetime. He wasn't tired. He wasn't drunk. His dash cam confirmed he was alert, riding steady at 60, heart rate normal. At 1:42 a.m., the camera captured something strange. The road ahead began to darken unnaturally, as if the moonlight itself was dimming. Then silhouettes appeared, bikes, one after another, riding in formation. Aaron slowed instinctively, expecting brake lights. None came. The convoy didn't react to him at all. They simply rode on, passing through a shallow dip in the road where the asphalt dropped slightly before rising again. When the last bike crested the dip, it vanished, not turned off, not faded, gone. Aaron pulled over shaking. The footage later showed the convoy for just under 8 seconds. No sound spike, no engine noise, no headlight glare, just shapes moving where nothing should have been. After that night, other riders came forward. A couple returning from a rally saw the convoy cross perpendicular to their route, slicing through the highway as if the road were just another piece of terrain. A solo rider reported being overtaken by the convoy from behind, feeling a sudden pressure change as dozens of bikes passed him without sound or wind. He said it felt like riding through a memory. The most disturbing report came from a retired club member who had lost brothers years earlier in a desert crash. When he saw the convoy, he recognized the bikes. Same styles, same silhouettes, same spacing they used to ride with. He said he knew one of the riders by posture alone. The way he leaned slightly to the left, the way his shoulders sat heavy. The man pulled over and cried on the shoulder of the road until sunrise. Authorities dismissed the sightings as optical illusions, military exercises, or fatigue. But the problem with that explanation is consistency. Same road, same time window, same behavior. Always silent, always without lights, always disappearing at the same low point in the highway. Some riders believe the convoy is a residual echo, a moment burned into the desert from a fatal crash decades ago. Others believe it's something more deliberate, a warning, a reminder, a procession that rides the road because it once died there and never fully left. Veteran riders now avoid that stretch of highway between midnight and 3 a.m., not because they fear an accident, but because they fear recognition. They fear seeing a bike they remember, a formation they once rode in, or worse, a space in the convoy that feels like it's waiting for them. If you ride long enough, you learn that not everything on the road is alive, and not everything that moves is meant to be followed. The Ghost Convoy doesn't chase you. It doesn't threaten you. It doesn't even acknowledge you. It just rides. And that might be the most terrifying thing of all. Stay with us, because next episode, we investigate a stretch of mountain road where riders report receiving radio calls from riders who died years ago.